This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 2912 South Genesee Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90016. Today is July 11th, 2023. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located it's in the plant area on the front left-hand corner of the house. And this is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout here. This goes towards the rear of the property. This goes towards the front of the property. And we're going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here at the top of the cleanout. And we're just going to drop down to begin our video sewer inspection. Again, it does appear, I'm going to pull back just a little bit. Pull back a little bit more. As you can see here, the black ABS sewer pipe transitions to what appears to be vitreous clay sewer pipe. And you're holding a little bit of water in this area. You do have a little bit of a offset, fairly large offset in that transition. So we're going to push in slowly. And again, so we'll continue to push out. And we'll make a little bit of a turn. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out and push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And then from there we can pull back and take a good look. So we're just going to pause our mic here. And as you can see here, we're pushing just a little bit more. You can see this is our saddle area, and we're pushing just a little bit more, and that's our city sewer tie-in. So again, we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So we're going to pull back slowly. We're just going to take a good look as we pull back. Again, this is our saddle area. We'll push in a little bit. And we'll just continue to pull back. Again, that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition.
Turn it on from they have like a...
Okay, we went ahead and had some water running from the furthest point of the house, which appears to be a small ADU at the rear of the property. So we are running some water from that area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And we're going to push in just a little bit. A little bit of root intrusion coming in that joint, but nothing major. So again, we'll continue to pull back slowly. And again, you can see that little bit of water is passing through, and that is coming from the ADU at the rear of the property. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And those joints appear to be in fair condition. We'll pull back just a little bit. what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is on the sidewalk. And we did mark it with the to identify the area with the red crayon at approximately 6 foot 5 inches deep. And again, we did flush the water and everything throughout the house in order to make sure everything was passing through, and just to make sure that this wasn't a tie-in. So everything was still coming in from behind us. But again, as we pull back slowly, you can see that we do have a break there in the line. So we're just going to pause here for a moment, let some of this water run down, and you can see that that area there is broken. So we're going to pause here for a moment. So again, as I mentioned, we did locate this area on the sidewalk, and we did mark it with the red crayon at approximately 6 foot 9 inches deep. And again, you can see that the line is basically, you can see a full break in that joint. It's a full section of pipe around from about the 3 o'clock going all the way down to about the 6 o'clock that's broken there. So again, we'll continue to pull back, and as we pull back, we're heading back towards the property. And you can see here we got a section of black ABS plastic. We did transition back into black ABS plastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back just a little bit. We're going to push in a little bit here, and we'll locate that area. You can see there's an opening there at the top, and that appears to be possibly a clean out next to the curb. That could be our test tee. So we're just going to push in a little bit, and we're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we marked it with the red flag at approximately 2 foot 9 inches deep. And this does appear to be our test tee. As you can see, there's an opening there. That is our property line to lateral transition. So again, we continue to pull back, and as we pull back, we transition back into vitreous clay sewer pipe. So again, we'll push in just a little bit. And as we push in, you can see that we do have a large offset as well in this transition. You can see a little bit of you can see a good section of the neoprene band exposed in that joint from about the 7 o'clock area going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock. So you see the joint. Okay, again, as I mentioned, you can see that we do have a fairly large offset in this gap in this joint from about the 7 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 3 or 4 o'clock area. So again, that is just at the edge of the property next to the sidewalk. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, as we pull back, we transition back into vitreous clay. And you can see a little bit of roots in those joints. So this line was possibly hydrojetted. And again, another large offset. I'm going to push in just a little bit. So again, here in this joint here, you can see a full diameter crack from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock area. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, in this joint here as well, you can see another full diameter crack crack here, starting about the 9 o'clock, going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock area. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, we'll just continue to pull back slowly. And again, another crack in that joint as well. And again, starting from about the 9 o'clock, going all the way around to about the 3 o'clock. And again, in that joint as well. So again, as I mentioned, you can see another large crack there at the top from about the 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, going all the way around to about the 3 o'clock. So again, we'll continue to pull back, and we're pulling back into our next joint. We'll push in just a little bit, and a little bit of debris there. We're just going to push in a little bit more, and we'll continue to pull back. And as we pull back, you can see push in a little bit. And again, in this joint as well, from about the 9 o'clock, going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock area. So again, we'll continue to pull back. We make a little bit of a turn. We're going to push in just a little bit. A little bit more. Right there. Push in the hair more. Hair more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here for a moment. We're going to run a little bit of water just to see if anything's coming in from this tie-in here. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and flushed the toilets throughout the house, and everything appears to be coming in from behind us. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, we're heading back towards our clean out. And I'm going to push in just a little bit here, just at the bottom of the black ABS. Push a little bit more. Right here, you can see that this area here, you do have a large offset in the transition from black ABS sewer pipe to vitreous clay sewer pipe. And again, as I mentioned, we did have a large offset in this transition from black ABS sewer pipe to vitreous clay sewer pipe. So again, as we pull back, we're going to pull back and up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.